Here's my question today. How can anybody even think about voting for Joe Biden when the Obama-Biden administration, and Obama and Biden themselves specifically, were part of the plot to weaponize the FBI and DOJ to target Donald Trump? This isn't supposed to happen in the United States. Politicians aren't supposed to weaponize the government to target their political opponents. That kind of political hit job happens in third world nations, not in functioning constitutional republics. And yet, Obama's administration did it, and Biden knew about it. Just when you thought the Russia collusion hoax couldn't get more corrupt, DNI John Ratcliffe declassified new documents this week that reveal the CIA knew about Hillary Clinton's plot to concoct allegations to accuse Donald Trump of Russia collusion in order to distract the public from her own email scandal. In fact, the US intelligence community was worried because US intelligence knew that Russian intelligence knew about Hillary Clinton's plot to falsely accuse Donald Trump of colluding with the Russians. And US intelligence was worried that the Russians had hacked or hijacked Hillary Clinton's plot and were injecting Russian disinformation into her smear campaign against Trump. The US intelligence community thought this was so serious that they briefed then President Obama in the Oval Office in the summer of 2016. And now we have proof of that. We know that former CIA Director John Brennan himself briefed Obama because DNI Ratcliffe this week declassified a handwritten note from Brennan at the time. The handwritten note reads, and I quote, "We're getting additional insight into Russian activities from redacted. Cite alleged approval by Hillary Clinton on the 26th of July of a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by the Russian security services," end quote. These handwritten notes were reportedly taken after Brennan briefed Obama. So how much more proof do we need? There is proof of Russian collusion, but the real Russian collusion came from Hillary Clinton, who paid Christopher Steele to invent garbage allegations against Trump, who in turn used Igor Danchenko as his primary subsource for this anti-Trump dossier, despite the fact that Danchenko was previously investigated by the FBI under suspicion for being a Russian spy. There's also proof of abuse of power. The real abuse of power was at the hands of the FBI and DOJ, who signed FISA court warrants against Trump campaign associate Carter Page after falsifying evidence to make Page look guilty when they knew he wasn't, and never telling the FISA court judges that the dossier on which the warrant was based was paid for by Hillary Clinton and sourced by a man who wanted to be a Russian spy. There's proof of political corruption too, but the real political corruption was committed by Obama and Biden, by Comey, McCabe, and Brennan, by Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, and Bruce and Nellie Orr. So what are we waiting for? If we let these corrupt politicians abuse their power and weaponize the government to target their political adversaries here at home, then why wouldn't it happen again?